Amber Heard. Balls to this. I'm out of here. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. And we have some further video analysis from Amber Heard, the gift that keeps on giving, allowing me to provide you with my unrivaled expertise about why she behaves as she does, and in turn, extend your knowledge about narcissism. Much to enjoy. The current trial between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard provides us with a smorgasbord of pieces of information which can be put under the Tudorscope and analysed to explain to you what is actually going on. And here is another short video clip which enables you to understand more about various facets of the narcissistic dynamic. I'm going to play the clip for you, and I'd invite you to formulate your own views as to what you think is going on, what the underlying factors are, and then I'll provide you with the breakdown. Here comes the clip.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection. Next question. Next question.
Yeah, okay. I don't have any more questions, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right. Ma'am, you can have a seat next to your attorney, okay? You can go and have a seat next to her. That's fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take our afternoon recess then for 15 minutes. Do not discuss the case with anybody and don't do any outside research, okay?
You've watched the clip. So, what do we see in this excerpt? Well, Amber Heard is evidently giving her evidence in chief, and in the part that we're shown, an objection comes from Depp's team, bringing up the issue of hearsay. The judge sustains the objection, and there is a pause. Everybody's waiting for Heard's lawyer to ask the next question to move matters along. The lawyer seems slightly taken aback as to the proceedings, almost as if, oh gosh, I'm a lawyer, aren't I? I should be doing my job properly. Oh, I didn't realise I was in a courtroom. She almost appears to be slightly surprised to find where she is. But this isn't about the lawyer. This is about Amber Heard and her response. The lawyer then explains, after looking at her notepad, actually, I haven't got any more questions. Perhaps she had, and she felt so silly she just wanted things to end. A sensation I suspect many of you have had whilst you've watched Amber Heard's behaviours, as you sit and cringe at them. Nevertheless, the lawyer explains, I haven't any more questions. This then means that the evidence in chief has ended, and the judge invites Heard to say, you can go and sit next to your attorney. It's important to remember that narcissists unconsciously see people as an extension of self. This is utilised in two ways. The good aspects of you are commandeered to make us look better. However, where you perform poorly, it reflects on us. Because we attach you to us, we almost absorb you into ourselves so that we commandeer the things that you do by way of character trait acquisition. And that's all well and good, where you're winning prizes and pulling up trees because you won those prizes because of our instruction. You pulled up those trees because we inspired you to do so. But when you cock up, when you create a mess, that reflects badly on us. And in that moment, you become painted black. You're treacherous, traitorous, useless. You're a malfunctioning appliance. And in those circumstances, you may find yourself on the receiving end of a corrective devaluation of some shape or form. In some instances, behind closed doors, the narcissist will round on you, perhaps physically attacking you, calling you awful names, insulting you, belittling you, invalidating what you have to say, shouting and talking over you. The narcissist might make false accusations against you, dole out a word salad, which leaves you confused and puzzled, dole out a pity play. Why can you never get anything right for me? Why are you so incompetent? Why do you always have to spoil things? Why can you never do anything just for me? You always mess things up. The use of the absolutes of always and never will appear. If you're the intimate part, the primary source when this happens, you'll find yourself plunged into the continuance of the sustained devaluation. If you're a secondary or tertiary source, you will get what's known as a corrective devaluation, which in effect is a form of a slap across the wrists of varying intensity in order to bring you to heel and cause you to come back under control. Your failure, whatever it is that you've done, has essentially vicariously threatened the narcissist's sense of control. You therefore must be punished for your failure, and you must be brought back under control. Here, Amber Heard's lawyer has let her down. Amber Heard's lawyer has appeared incompetent, hesitant, and that makes Amber Heard look stupid. Why? Because her lawyer is in effect an extension of herself. And therefore, Heard's unconscious narcissism senses a threat to control posed by the incompetence of the lawyer of essentially seeming to run out of steam in this instance. One method, of course, would be to assert control directly over the lawyer, and that would mean that Heard would suddenly leap like a harpy from the stand, shrieking, "How much money is Elon paying you in order for you to ask these stupid fucking questions? You're effing useless. I wish I'd never met you. I wish you'd never been appointed as my lawyer. A chimpanzee could be doing a better job than you." She then scurries across like something from The Ring and then attempts to gouge the eyes out of her lawyer. That would certainly bring the lawyer under control with the insults and physical violence. But remember, Heard operates an intermittent facade, and on this occasion, her narcissism kept the ignited fury under control in terms of not allowing heated fury to appear. So we didn't have the spectacle of her leaping from the stand and attacking her attorney. In other instances, the narcissism might cause her to break down and cry and sit there sobbing her heart out at the sheer incompetence of her lawyers, inviting somebody to say, There, Amber, it's okay. Lawyers are ball-washing bastards. What do you expect?" And that would allow her an indirect assertion of control. Her narcissism doesn't lead her to that either. What it does is that it causes her to assert control by a manifestation of cold fury. Her status as a mid-range narcissist means that she can exhibit both heated fury, Mr. Depp has been the recipient of that on many occasions, as have other people, but also cold fury. Cold fury is the silent treatment, the cold shoulder, an icy glare, sitting and sulking. If you'd like to understand more about the manifestations of fury, I would direct you to read my excellent book, Fury, which will tell you all about it. Accordingly, to assert control over her attorney, rather than go and sit next to her, Heard simply gets up and walks out. "Fuck this shit," her narcissism effectively says. "I'm not sitting around to sit next to Captain Incompetent there. It's time to go." And out she walks. That's the manifestation of cold fury, directed towards her attorney as a quite simply, "fuck you," in order to assert control over her, by withdrawal and punishing her by not even looking at her, strolling out and staying away from her, and not going to sit with her as directed. The attorney's failure reflects upon Heard, threatens her sense of control, leads the attorney to being painted black. She must be punished and also have control asserted over her. Heard's narcissism goes to the third assertion of control, deeming that the first and second are not appropriate, and therefore she withdraws from the situation, asserting control through withdrawal, at the same time manifesting her cold fury, a swig of the bottle, and out she goes. And in essence, that's why she withdrew, driven again by her narcissism. In essence, her narcissism said, "Balls to this, let's get her out of there," and thus She left. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay.
I'll sustain the objection. Next question. Next question.
Yeah, okay. I don't have any more questions, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right. Ma'am, you can have a seat next to your attorney, okay? You can go ahead and have a seat next to her. That's fine. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take our afternoon recess then for 15 minutes. Do not discuss the case with anybody and don't do any outside research, okay?